Hey Flosstube, it's Gina stitching with my bestie. Tina's not going to be filming with me anymore, but I'm going to keep doing my Flosstube videos. So I just wanted to let you know that, and hopefully y'all will stick around with me and still watch me. But so this is Flosstube number 11, and today is December the 1st. I tried to film earlier this week, but I wasn't feeling well, so I actually missed Thanksgiving, which was sad because it's one of my favorite holidays. But anyway, and I didn't get to see my grandkids, but I've been trying all weekend to see them all. I've seen, out of the 4 that live in the area where I live at, I've seen 3 of them. So, and then my youngest grandson's going with me to visit with my daughter and I to visit my oldest daughter in about a week and a half. So I'll get to spend a week with him. So I'm excited about that. So what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I wanted to show you an old piece of stitching that I had. I stitched this back in, I think, the late 80s, maybe, early 90s. It's called A Virtuous Woman. And it was hanging in my kitchen and got really dusty in there because of all, you know how whenever you cook and stuff, you get grease on stuff, and it really wasn't a good place for it because it didn't have glass on it. So I took it out and cleaned it up. I might have to take it apart and rewash it and reframe it, but for right now it's just hanging on my wall right there. I love that one. So what else did I want to tell y'all? Oh yeah, our meetup in Baton Rouge will be in January still, and it's going to be at one of our libraries, and it's going to be on the January, Saturday the 18th from 10 to 4. We changed it from 9 to 4 to 10 to 4 because our library doesn't open until 9. And that way we have a little bit of time, Tina and I, to get there and get things organized and make sure the tables are set up and stuff before everybody starts showing up. And it's just come and go, anywhere between 10 and 4. And you're on your own for lunch. We have several places close by where we can order or pick up, or you can bring your own a sandwich or something like that and something to drink. So I'll be letting you know more about that. I am going to Colorado in about a week and a half, and I'm going to be in the Denver area, and there's several cross-stitch stores in that area. So I'm going to be going, and I'll maybe take some pictures. I might even video. Who knows? I might even do a Flosstube while I'm there. So looking forward to that and seeing what they have there. Sorry, I just shook the camera. Let's see what else. And what am I forgetting? Okay, and then I wanted to talk about, I don't know if anybody of y'all are thinking about what you're going to do for 2020. I'm trying to make some plans. Of course, you know, I decided I was going to stitch Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Design, and it's actually 12 patterns that have 14 different, there's 2 of them have an extra pattern in them, and I'm going to do it all in one big piece, so it's going to be a pretty big piece. I've got all my patterns now except for one. I'll show y'all the last few that I got. I'm waiting on one more to come in at my LNS in Metairie. And then I'm looking at some different fabrics. I haven't decided. I was going to start on January 1st. I may still, but I'm going to a wedding the first part of January. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to start it maybe December the 30th, 31st, or if I'm going to be able to start it on the 1st. Because I'm still making my plans for the wedding's in Florida, so I'm either going to fly or drive. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But anyway, this is really weird not having Tina to talk to, so I hope I'm kind of nervous doing this by myself. I haven't done this before on YouTube. I've done, you know, lives on Facebook, but anyway. So let's see, what else have I think? Alright, so let's just get into my whips. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you before we get started. Last time Tina and I were talking about some new bags I found that one of our the girls who came to Metairie to meet us on our, I guess it was our 9th Flosstube, had told me about, and I'd bought them, and I forgot to bring them to show you, so I wanted to show you, and these are them. I got these on Amazon, and they have like a little pocket in the front that's mesh, so you can see through it, and then it has a pocket on the inside, and I really like these because the ones I've used a couple of them now, and I've actually put my pattern here so I can see what it is, and so then I can see what's in my bag, and then all the rest of it's in, you know, I put everything else in this top, this bigger portion. And you actually can fit an 11, what's it, I mean, I'm sorry, an 8x8 Q-snap in here. So when you're doing smaller projects, these are great. So, and it comes in a lot of different colors. These are just a few of the colors. Purple, there's 2 pinks, there's a gray, red, orange. And so I wanted to show those to you real quick, and I'll show you one with my pattern in it. This is something I worked on Thanksgiving, and if you follow me on Instagram, which my Instagram is love_2stitch, I do post stuff on there as I'm working on it, and this is what I worked on for Thanksgiving. And it's a Bent Creek, and here it is, right here, I'll show you. See, you can see through it, you can see the pattern. This is a Bent Creek I found. A friend of mine went to the store in New Orleans with me a couple weeks ago, and we found this, and it's called Uber Turkey. It's so cute, and it's by Bent Creek. So I decided I wanted to stitch this for Thanksgiving, and you know, I was going to bring it with me. We had Thanksgiving at my son's this year, which I missed, and I was going to bring it, and I had done some stitching ahead of time so I could just fill in, and since I would, you know, I was going to bring it that way I could just fill in while I was there, because I, you know, there's a lot of sitting around at Thanksgiving, and I hate to just sit around. So anyway, so I actually stitched on Thanksgiving while I was home by myself with my husband, and this is how much I got done. So I think it's really turned. I did change a few colors on it, and I changed some of the where's my little notebook? I brought it over here so I could tell y'all on the Uber Turkey one. I changed one of the DMC colors called for, you know, it has a lot of DMC, and I changed one of them to an overdye. I changed this orange right here was DMC, and I changed it to Clockworks. I just thought it was, give it a little bit of variegation, not much, and I think that's the only thing I was going to change. If I do more when I show it again, because I put it up for the year now, since Thanksgiving's over, I probably won't stitch on it again until next year, and as I go on with it, I will tell anybody who's interested, you know, I'll show it again and tell you what if I changed any other colors. But see, I really like this because, see, I can put this away now. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to use these for my ones that, seasonal ones that I'm not stitching on. Like right now I'm into Christmas, winter stuff. So I'm definitely not going to stitch on this anymore until next year sometime. And then I can just put this away, and I can see the front of what's in it. And just by flipping through, I have a little container I keep them in, and just by flipping through, like I set them up like this because it's taller, and just, you know, you can see what's in it. And so that's probably what I'm going to do with these, is use these a lot for this, for my ones that I've kind of like, I'm not working on right now that are seasonal. Okay, so that's the one whip. And then here's another autumn whip that I'd been working on, and I'd showed this last time. Well, I finally got the orange thread. They did not have the one that it called for, which I think was called Fallen Leaves. Or was it Fallen Leaves? Whatever it called for, it's out of stock. We're at my Elena. So finally I just bought Clockworks, and I'm using Clockworks on this one too. And I thought it turned out really pretty. So I finally got to fill in the house. Sorry. So I did this and all these pumpkins and finished this quilt and did this. And I did a couple more letters. So that's what I've done on that since the last time I showed it. It's really turning out pretty. I'm probably going to keep working on this a little bit more because my sister and I are actually stitching this together as a stitch along. We're doing all 4 of them, and I want to start the winter. So I really want to get this done, and I'm already on O. I think I could probably finish it this week and be done with it. So I'm going to keep working on this, even though it is kind of Christmas time now. So there. And then this one I did was doing for my grandson's birth sampler. I was waiting on some thread for that, and I did get it last time, so I'm almost done. All I have left is a few little birds. Let me show it to you in sections because it's so big. Right in here is where his name goes. And then there's a few birds, and then these bees need some wings. And then on this side, I need to finish this little, I actually had enough room. I'm thinking about putting his weight and stuff right here and his length, because I think there's enough room to put all the information on there. So I should, this is probably about another 30 minutes of stitching and I'm done. So I'll probably bring this when I go to Colorado and finish it. Since I am going to be with my grandson, I can stitch something for him while I'm there. And then I was working on this, which is Nativity Row by Bent Creek. Oh, and I don't know if I told you the name of it. This is by Heart and Hand. I love Heart and Hand. She's got some cute stuff. This is by Bent Creek. And I was I'm started on this right in here. I've gotten all that done. I haven't really worked on it that much, but it's turning out so cute. And it calls for some is it Krynic thread, I think it is, and I need to get that. I haven't got it, so I figure this is probably another little thing I'll bring on my trip, because I can pick it up when I go to the store in Colorado. And this is a pattern I found at my LNS when I was there a couple weeks ago. I just think it's so pretty. It's called Wintertide Cardinal, and it's by Artful Offerings, which I'd never heard of them before. But it was just so pretty, and I found this fabric. I did change a few colors, so let me look it up really quick. Let me turn to the right page so I can tell you what I changed. Okay. So the fabric I put it on is called Fathom, F-A-T-H-O-M, Fathom, and it's by Picture This Plus, and it's 14 count Aida. I mean, it's so pretty. And then what I changed on here, the Cardinal, it had called, the red they called for was too orange for me. So I used Gentle Arts Buckeye Scarlet. I changed that. And then the green, because my fabric, if you look at the picture, theirs is a lot lighter. So my fabric was darker, and I just felt like it needed a darker green. So I wanted the kind of this emeraldy green. And it's called Erin Go Emerald. And I believe that's a Gentle Arts too. And then I used, instead of using overdyed for the black and the beak, I used 310 and 781 for those. 310 black and 781 topaz. But everything else I did on here, the white, this thread here is called for. So I just thought it was so pretty. I just love it. All right. And then, believe it or not, I am stitching on linen. It's on even weave. And this is Lugana, and this is the first time I've ever stitched on, I'm doing a whole thing on it. I mean, in the summer when I went to Silver Needle, I did stitch a little bit on some linen, but it's just like I didn't finish anything. And this I'm almost like more than halfway done with. And it's called, it's Lizzie Kate's Winter Smalls. And I'm doing this winter one here, and if I get brave, I'm going to do these little sheep too. So let me see if I can get that closer. There's the winter, and here's the little sheep one I'm going to do for sure. I'll probably do these, but probably maybe not right now. But so I'm stitching this right here. And I am just loving how it's turning out. So let me put this behind here. So there it is on Lugana. I'm so excited. And so I have a little table lamp that has a magnifier that I bought when I went to the Silver Needle, and I've been using that to see this Lugana because I'm so blind. And this is 28 count, so I can imagine how bad it's going to be for 32 or 36 count linen. But So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I ordered myself a new light. So when it comes in, I will be doing a thing, showing it to you and talking about it once I use it. So I'm excited. So I get a floor lamp, and it's magnifying for floor lamp. So anyways, that's my linen. So I'm so excited. And I decided to start something small. I have some big projects I want to do on either even weave or linen, and so I know I need to practice on something small first. So that was my small. Okay, and then I could not stand it. I finally started this, and it's called Vintage Flowers, and it's by Jeanette Douglas. I just love this. And y'all, this picture is pretty, but it's not. It does not do it justice how pretty this is. I'm using all the called for colors. Let me see if I can put this behind it. It is so beautiful. And I am loving stitching this. I found I love stitching motifs. So I'm going to be doing more of these. So that's exciting. So that's what I've been stitching on. I have a couple of more that I've stitched on since I think it's been 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks now since we filmed. But I can't show them because they're gifts, and so until I'm trying to finish up my Christmas stitching for gifts, and so I can't show those. But that's what I've been stitching on for the last 3 weeks. So let's see what is next. Real quick, I'm going to do my giveaway. Let me find her name. If you remember, we asked you to tell us if you quilted or sewed or whatever, and this is what we were giving away. Blackbird Designs, of course, you know, and it's called Autumn Bouquet. It's so pretty. And of course, you know, I had an extra copy because I bought it twice because of my obsession. So the winner was Kathy McCauley. McColley. So Kathy, if you could email me your address, I will get this in the mail to you. It's at stitchingatmybestie@gmail.com, and as soon as I get it, I'll pop it in the mail. I'd really like if you could just get this, you know, as soon as possible. If you could send me your address, because I'm going to be leaving to go out of town, and I'd like to get this in the mail to you within the next week. So that's what. And then, so now my haul. I have a little bit of haul because it's been 3 weeks, you know that. So first I was going to show you the stuff I got off of either eBay, Stash Unload, things like that. I got this Blackbird Design basket of cherries. And this one I've been dying to get is called Raise a Glass of Cheer. And I'm not sure if I'm going to Raise a Glass of Cheer for the beginning of a new year, because then I feel like I could only like put it out then, so I might put something else there. Who knows? And then another one is Sarah's House. And it's got several designs in here. I thought this was really cute, this one here. And I love this house, if you can see that. It's so cute. And I think this is the original right here on the back, where they got the idea from. I don't always have time to look at these but they're so cute. So yeah, I got those. And then this is another one, Leona's Sewing Box. And it's like a whole series of, it's called the Sewing Box series. So I'm excited to do that. I love anything with a house on it too. So those are some. And then these are, it's really funny, I found these on Stash Unload, and they're stockings. There's one, here's two, here's three, here's four. And the funny thing is, I thought they looked familiar because about 2000, anywhere from 2005 to 2007, I decided I wanted to stitch stockings, and I had bought some stockings, and I went through those patterns, and I had one of these. I had found one of these online. This is before, you know, the internet, where you could really find, where you had sites and stuff. It was hard finding patterns, like mostly eBay and stuff like that is where I bought. But anyway, so now I want to find the rest of them. I think there's at least 10 of them, and this is 4, so there's 6 more. And they're from a girl called Mary Beale. So I'm excited. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find some more of these. I mean, I saw a couple on online on eBay, but they were so expensive. So maybe I can find some that aren't that expensive. I got a really good deal on those. So, but I think actually she has them on PDF now, so I may just buy them off there and print them myself. But I'd kind of like to find actually the original, but, you know, if I can always do that. And then these are the Blackbird designs that I got from my LNS. I had to order them for the anniversaries of the heart. So I have the first 6, and this is 7. It's called Swan Lake. This is 8, and it's called Clara Ellen. This is 9. It's called Moonlight Visitor. I love that. I love that moth. So cute. And 10 is the one that she's ordering for me, and I can't remember what it's called. This is 11. And it is called Evergreen Lane. And then this is 12, and it is called Elizabeth Jane. And then there's 2 extra patterns in here that you could, that you can stitch extra. I can't, this is one of them. And you actually put your name and all your information on this one. It's Barb put, my name is Barb Adams, Missouri is my home, to those I hold dear, recorded here, and then the year. And that what you do is on each different block, you put somebody, you do it in memory of somebody, or people. Like I'm thinking I might, like for each month that I have, almost every month is covered for our family with birthdays, and I might put their initials in there, and also somebody's name. Where is the other one? I think it was in 7. I think 7 has this extra pattern. Yeah, and then this is the extra pattern, other extra pattern. So there's a total of 14. So that's what I'm going to be stitching next year, and probably into the years to come, because I know I won't do it all, get it all done in one year. I also got this yesterday off. I had to order some stuff from 123 Stitch for a project I'm doing for a gift, and these are some patterns that I got, just a couple. This is called A Merry Christmas Sampler. Just thought it was by Lottie Da. I thought it was so pretty. So I want to stitch that. And I got my big toe, and it's called Hymns of Christmas. I don't know if you can see that through the plastic. Let me just take it out and show you. Oops, got my hook. I just thought it was so pretty. I saw somebody stitching it, and it was so pretty. Just love this border. It's beautiful. So I want to stitch that. That'll be a project I'll probably work on for a while. Just maybe start this year and work on it off and on and get it done for next year, hopefully. Because I don't have time this year because I'm doing too many gifts. Oops. Let me pick that up. And then this one right here is from By the Bay Needle Art, and I just thought it was so pretty, and I thought she has some really cute patterns on there. I think I got this one off Etsy, and here's a picture. It's a little nativity set. I just thought it was so cute. And they stitched it as different pillows. Like here's Mary and Joseph and Jesus, baby Jesus, and then here's the shepherds and the wise men, and they're all little pillows. And I guess the wise man is actually a whatchamacallit. They framed it. So I thought that was really cute. So you can actually do it all together or separately or whatever, however you want to do it. But I just thought it was really pretty. Her colors and just the design that she came up with. And then this is something that I was going through my old stuff I found that I didn't even know I had. It was a Prairie Schooler, and I just love it. It's called Christmas Traditions. I'd never seen it before. And I love this little nativity. As you notice, you can tell everything for nativities. So I'm going to be stitching that. I've already got my fabric, and I've been pulling the colors for it. So when I finish the cardinal that I'm doing and the winter small, I'm probably going to start on this one. So let me see if there's anything else I wanted to tell y'all. Yeah, I've already stitched 2 gifts, and I'm working on 3 more for Christmas. And I told you all about the meetup. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I don't know, I started a Facebook group. I really kind of started it for people who were interested in coming to our meetup. But you're welcome. I mean, anybody's welcome to join, the Facebook group. I'm probably going to put a question on there so that I can kind of weed through the people. But I'm going to be making it live by the time you see this. So if you want to join, it's stitching with my besties, besties, because I just felt like we're all besties now. So if you want to join on Facebook, then just search that in groups and answer the question, and hopefully we'll get a good little group of people coming, joining. And so I think that was everything. Oh, there was a couple of questions that Malene, I think it was, asked. She wanted to know at our retreat if anybody cross-stitched there. And actually, Fiona, my friend Fiona, she cross-stitched the whole weekend. She doesn't sew, but she and she started cross-stitching. I taught her to cross-stitch this past summer. Maybe in May. It might have been around May, because I think she made something for her mom for Mother's Day. So it probably was around the beginning of May. And she stitched. I stitched about half the time. I sewed half and stitched half, and Tina stitched a little bit one of the nights that we were there. So we did have a little bit of stitching there. So, and anybody was welcome if they wanted to come in, whatever they want to do. If they didn't even want to do anything, they could just sit there and hang out with us. So we had a great time though, and we ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 7 of us were there. So it was fun. We missed a couple of people who couldn't come, but and then the other question was stitching with the Sisterlies, and they wanted to know, they were excited about us coming to Acorns and Threads. So I just wanted to let them know Tina and I are making some plans to come to Acorns and Threads. So hopefully we'll see you next year. I really love Oregon. It's beautiful there. So, and I'd really love to get up to Seattle and see. I've never been to Seattle, so maybe we might go up there too and visit a little bit. So, but I'm excited to keep doing this. Hopefully I'll get better at doing it by myself. And I guess I'll see y'all next time. Bye.